objective of the unit, which historically has been a little bit of a tricky one, PO24, because this one really does combine, Gabe, everything that we have done previously. It's very slope heavy, it's very equation writing heavy. The objective is to write an equation in slope-intercept form, given its slope, and a point on the line, or given a function table. So way back at the beginning of the unit, Asher, Kyle, we talked about what relations are. Relations are basically a collection of ordered pairs. What this objective ties together is that no matter what type of relation you get, whether it's an equation, a function table, or a graph, or whatever, you will be able to write the equation of that function, of that relation, in slope-intercept form. So, makes no sense, just you wait. It will. Slope-intercept form. I don't know why there are two lines for this, because all I want is the equation. What is the equation of slope-intercept form? Madden. Y equals mx plus b. Okay? Now, two of these variables we've already used a lot. Right? We've used m and we've used b. What does the m variable represent?
Slope. Or
the slope.
Slope.
Because it's how you move, right? It's how you get from one point to the next. And what is the b variable?
Intercept.
The y-intercept used to be the y-bintercept because it is where you begin, right? It's where you begin. It's that first point that you plot. It's a location. It's on the y-axis. And then you move to get that second point. Okay? Y and x we haven't really talked about much. But what the y and x variables represent, the y variable is the y value. I should have two lines for this one, really. The y value of any ordered pair on the line. Okay? The y value of any ordered pair on the line. And then the x variable in that equation represents the x value of any ordered pair on the line. Okay? And those are the two that we're going to focus more on in PO24, because we know what the m does, we know what the b does. We've actually we've done this first part together before, okay? But then we're going to build off of that, and we'll find that we need to use x and y to help us. Yes?
So you're telling me if I multiply the slope by the x value of an ordered pair and added the y-intercept, I would somehow get the y?
Yes, I'll prove this to you. Does everyone have these notes down?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to capture this just for a quick second.
Selfie.
What? Say English.
Gabe, Kyle, Dominic, Rowan. Okay. So, to Lucas, I'm answering your question now. So, going back to the last page, just to prove that this works here, okay? The b value, I'm going to use y equals 4x minus 9 here. The b value is -9. We know that's where we would begin here, right? And then using the slope, Peyton, up 4 over 1, to get other points on this line, we are going to continually go up 4 over 1, up 4 over 1, up 4 over 1, up 4 over 1, and we would just continue to do that, right? Now, Lucas, give me an ordered pair that's on that line, not 0, -9, because that's the y-intercept, but any of those other ones.
One negative, I don't know, the one just above the y-intercept.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so this ordered pair is 1, -5. Okay, now what I'm telling you, and what Lucas was questioning before, he's saying if I plug in that y value in for y, I multiply my slope by the x value and subtract the y-intercept, the equation's going to work. And those of you that can do the quick math here, you'll see it does, right? We plug in 1, -5 in for x and y here. 4 times 1 is 4, minus 9 does give us -5. Let's pick another one. This one right here. What is this? This is 4, 7, right? Okay? What I'm telling you is that if you plug in that y value in for y, which in this case is 7, you multiply your slope by the x value, which is 4, and subtract 9, the equation's going to work. 4 times 4 is 16, minus 9 equals 7. Okay? And that's true. What's that?
But a fraction.
Fraction one. Let's do, we'll do 3/5 x here, I suppose. Okay? This one here was plus 0, right? And then we went up 3 over 5, up 3 over 5. Let's take this point right here. This ordered pair is 10 on x and 6 on y. If we plug those values in, 6 goes in for y. Our slope is 3/5. 10 is our value for x, and we're adding 0, even though we don't technically have to. But is 3/5 of 10 equal to 6? Yes, it is. Okay? It'll work every single time. And that's the beauty of slope-intercept form, is that you know what the m and the b do. They've got specific jobs here.
Why did it have to be so?
Kyle? The x and the y, any ordered pair on the line can be plugged in for x and y in the equation, and the equation's going to work.
Can you go down?
Yes, if we went the other direction, which would be down 3 and left 5, right here, down 3, left 5 again, this ordered pair is now going to be negative 10, negative 6, right?
Yeah.
So if we plug that in, negative 6 equals 3/5 times negative 10, that works as well. 3/5 of negative 10 does equal negative 6, okay? But it's this knowledge here, that you can plug in any value, any ordered pair for x and y into the equation, it's going to work. This is the key to PO24, okay? So Lucas, excellent question there. All right. This is type number 1 here, where I give you the slope and I give you the y-intercept. Your job is to write the equation of this relation in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. The slope is 5. What variable is that 5 going for there? The m, right? The y-intercept is negative 3. What variable does that go in for? The b. Y equals 5x minus 3 is your answer. That's it. When you are given the slope and given the y-intercept, all you got to do is plug those two values in. Because to write an equation in slope-intercept form, all we need is the m and the b, because x and y, they don't really change, right? They represent numbers, but in slope-intercept form, they stay x and y. The m and the b are what change. So as long as you've got the slope, as long as you've got the y-intercept, you've got the equation in slope-intercept form. The next one, slope is negative 2, y-intercept is 8. Y equals mx plus b. Who's got our equation for us? Damien.
Y equals negative 2x plus 8.
Y equals negative 2x plus 8. Very good. How we got that was he took the slope, put that in for m, negative 2, put the y-intercept, that positive 8, put that in for b, and you're done. Okay? Blakely. Next one. Slope is 2/3, y-intercept is 0. Here's our equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. Blakely, what do you got?
Y equals 2/3 x.
Y equals 2/3 x. That 2/3 goes in for the slope. We can put the plus 0 if we want to, but it's not necessary.
Would you also put -0 or?
Minus 0 would be fine too. Yep, just don't multiply by 0, because then that creates, or divide by 0, that's even worse.
Wait, you're
Yeah.
probably gonna tell us, but since that 0, 1, next one, would that just mean it's 1?
What is 1?
The y-intercept.
Yeah, so this next one, okay, whenever you are given information and asked to write the equation in slope-intercept form, James, you're looking for the slope and the y-intercept, Kyle. Okay? Peyton is saying that this is really just the b value. How do you know that? It says the slope is 3, it passes through 0, 1. How do you know that that is the b value, Hayden?
Because there's a 0 before it.
Yes, because when your x value is 0, it has to be the y-intercept. And since the y-intercept is our b value, that's got to be the b, okay? So y equals mx plus b is our equation in slope-intercept form. Our slope is 3, so that goes in for m. And then our b value is plus 1. And so y equals 3x plus 1. Okay? The next two are very similar. I'm not going to give homework tonight, but I want to bring you down to kind of the next level of this. Take a look at page 2,
Yeah, I'll do with.
where it says the slope is 4 and it passes through 3, 2. Okay? So we're still looking for y equals mx plus b, right? This is still the equation of the form that we want to. I'm giving you m, right? I still tell you the slope is m, but 3, 2, did I give you the b?
No.
No. What did I give you? What do 3 and 2 represent, Lucas?
One of the points on the graph.
A point on the line, which means that we can plug in 3 for what variable? X.
X, yeah.
And you can plug in 2 for y. Not the y-intercept, not the b, but the y value in the equation. Because remember, if this line passes through 3, 2, 3, 2 is on the line, it means that we can use those values for x and y in the equation. So, we are going to rewrite, why did I put it way over there? That was kind of dumb. We're going to rewrite slope-intercept form with what we know. This 2 goes in for y. Our slope is still 4, that's the m. Our x value is 3. And we're going to use this information to solve for the y-intercept. When the y-intercept was not given to us directly, we have to use the information that was given to us to solve for it. You're given the slope, that goes in the same spot, that m right there. And then the fact that 3, 2 is a point on the line means that we can plug in 2 for y and 3 for x to solve for b. Because we only have one variable left, right? How would we solve this? It's basically a two-step equation because he has Henry?
So you do the multiplication 4 times 3,
Yep.
which would be 12, and then how 12 plus something equals 2.
Okay? And how would we solve that? What method, what strat would we use for that?
No.
2 minus 12, opposite operations, right? It's a one-step equation. We want to get b by itself, so we're going to subtract 12 from both sides. 2 minus 12 is negative 10, which means that negative 10 is our value for b. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Okay? But understanding what those variables represent in slope-intercept form is pretty important here. Okay? So our final answer, that's why I put it over here, I can put it all together now. In slope-intercept form, y and x are not going to change. Right? They're still written as y and x because they can represent anything. The slope you were given, that's 4. And what's going to come after that? Minus 10. Because that's what we solved b to be. Okay? That's what we solved b to be. So y equals 4x minus 10 is your final answer. What are we thinking now?
Like,
No,
we're-
this makes sense.
like,
Hope so. Okay?
I have a
Hope
question
so.
about the negative though. The negatives.
The next one?
Yeah.
Let's do it,
I
Peyton.
did it.
Let's do it.
Dun dun dun.
We want slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. We know negative 435. Well, start with what we know. Slope, that's our m, given to us. Yes. Y-intercept, not given to us. But what is given to us is an ordered pair that our line passes through, which means that in slope-intercept form, negative 4 can represent x and 35 can represent y. Because any ordered pair on the line can be plugged in for x and y in slope-intercept form. So, we take that, y is 35, our slope is -9, our x value is -4, and we're once again solving for b.
Done, done, done.
Okay? Are we seeing how this is all connected?
Yes.
Yeah.
Using that ordered pair. -9 times -4 is a positive 36. So 35 equals 36 plus b.
Minus.
Opposite operations, subtract 36 from both sides. To cancel that out, get b by itself, and 35 minus 36 equals -1, which is b. And so,
I'm having fun.
in slope-intercept form, y equals -9, our given slope, times x, minus 1. And there you have it. Okay? So, you look at the rest of the page. The rest of the page, you've got fractional slopes. Okay? After that, you just have function tables where the slope is not given to you, nor is the y-intercept. So you have to find them both. And then the bottom, I give you two ordered pairs that the line passes through. Once again, don't give you the slope, don't give you the y-intercept. So we're building up, right? Those first 6 questions, I gave you both pieces. You just had to plug them in. Now, I give you one of them. You've got to find the other. Tomorrow, we're going to look at finishing this with some fractional slopes, but then also, how do you find them both? How do you solve for the slope and the y-intercept to put it in the slope-intercept form? And that's going to wrap up unit number 3. Okay? Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, comments, congratulations, criticisms on this? Yikes, here we go. Addie.
We don't have homework today?
No homework tonight, that is correct. You do have con due Thursday, that was assigned the Thursday before Thanksgiving, so you had 2 weeks to do it. That might be something to work on, but otherwise, no homework tonight. James?
When's the back?
Did you go anywhere for Thanksgiving?
Nope. Just chillax.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Fantastic.
Did you have some turkey?
I did. You have a question? Okay. James?
What did you do?
Watch football, spend time with family.
Hey, how do you
all
feel
of
about
that.
the Lions? How do you feel about the Lions and Bears game?
That was painful to watch. All right, that time math. No homework tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like, subscribe.